Why, hello there. I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and if not, I hope it gets better. Honestly, yeah, I know, two shows in a row. We're gonna talk about the big misconception between Republicans, conservatives, Trumpians, whatever, and progressives, Democrats, and why there's gonna be a red wave. And by the way, I predicted this back in a show I did back in like January or something. And no, Roe v. Wade didn't change my mind, contrary to popular belief. When you mention Roe v. Wade and women's abortion, that's like 1 to 3% of the population, if I remember my statistics correctly, which I don't give a shit to look up because I guarantee you I'm not that far off. And even with extra women voting, uh, listen, I'll go back to James Carville, that idiot that used to work for Clinton, right? It's the economy, stupid. But, anyways, let's go on to why you Democrats are silly, you Republicans are silly. Listen, right here, Gallup on December 17, 2020. And I know the numbers changed, but we're going with this. Gallup polling found that 31% of Americans identified as Democrat, 25% identified as Republicans, 41% as independent. So that means Democrats, because I want to get to you Democrats, and it also means Republicans, that I don't know, you're outnumbered. And so in a two-party system where you have a Democrat and Republican, you have to convince 41% of the population to go one way or the other. Neither of you has a majority. So you can't sit there and go, I cited a poll. Most Americans, I don't care. Listen, before you go, oh, somebody won the popular vote. I don't care about that either. Because I know people that voted for Obama. A lot of them. A lot of people I know voted for Obama, turned around, voted for Trump, turned around, voted for Biden. I'd say about 60-40 split. And then are now going to vote in midterms and are going to go 80% fucking Republican. It's not your messaging, it's your ideas. Seriously, Democrats and Republicans, I'm talking to you. It's your ideas. If you go pro America, Biden's sitting there trashing 25% of the country. And also independents that voted for Trump after they voted for Obama. And you Democrats are trashing them. That is not good politics, idiot. That's really not. It's stupid. And before you go, "Oh, you independent?" I'm not a Trump supporter, not a Democrat, not a Republican. I told you before, and again. I am personally an ANCAPper, an anarcho-capitalist. So I don't vote. I get a good laugh out of all this shit. And honestly, I do. I like my chaos. What can I say? Okay, you Democrats have totally blown it. Because I know a lot of independents, like I said, it's about a 60-40 split, that voted for Biden, and over half of them are like, yeah, screw that dude. Seriously. And by the way, Republicans, they were sick of Trump's mouth. And if you think this is going to be a difference on the go around, you're silly. The election is going to be a lot tighter, and I'll get in why no Trump in another show. Ugh. And I don't suffer from Trump derangement syndrome. Never did. Thought the dude was hilarious the way he made fun of the leftist media and just the way he just used to freak out people. I thought that was freaking hilarious. I didn't like the guy, but I also didn't like, suffer from Trump derangement syndrome. Both impeachments were total crap. The way the Republicans in Congress did them was dirty. You know, I, again, didn't necessarily agree with the dude's politics. Trump's all about him. Don't give me your bullshit. Trump's all about some Trump. All right. So, anyways, you guys need to convince this 41% right here. This 41%. You're not convincing them. Lefties, you're not. They don't care about abortion when food prices are higher, gas prices are higher. They don't give a fuck about the people in Ukraine. Let me tell you what I asked these people. Okay, I was like, well, what's your big thing? And independents that were guys were like, economy, war in Ukraine is wrong and BS. I asked women independents. They said economy, prices, and kids. What they teach at school is not what these women want. They don't want their kids taught about all this sex and all this trans stuff. Sorry. So when you go, oh, the majority of Americans are Democrat. No, they're not. 41% are independent, which is more than you. I mean, the independents are just waiting to be grabbed. Republicans are incapable of doing it. And you Democrats, because you're nuts with Black Lives Matter, which has gone down in popularity, fact, COVID, gone down in popularity, trans issues with kids, gone downhill, even amongst your own Democrats. Yeah, you guys are just nuts. Green energy, people aren't willing to go green energy if they need to pay higher prices. They're willing to subsidize it, which, by the way, I'm totally against, but they're willing to subsidize it as long as they don't need to pay higher gas prices. Yeah, didn't know that, did you? Yeah, polls don't cover that shit. Yeah, I do. I ask wonderful questions like that. Would you be willing to pay a lot more to pump to subsidize green energy? And they were like, hell no. Would you be willing to pay 10 cents? Okay, that's fine. 50? Nope. 25? Nope. See? Pollsters don't ask these questions. So, yeah, guys, red wave's coming. I never faltered, even though I don't do a lot of shows, from all the way back in January when I said, red wave's coming. Again, to quote James Carville, it's the economy, stupid. People don't care when things are going good, when they have abortion and take away guns. If things are going great, people don't care about that. They'll more than happily give up their guns if the economy's great, everything's booming. When the economy's bad, they don't give a fuck about guns. They don't give a fuck about abortion. They care about, oh, and the third thing both of them said, by the way, I forgot this, sorry, was crime. So you had guys going, economy, Ukraine, crime. Women, economy, schools, crime. There you go. And the polls will point me out correct about what they said. Maybe a little variation here and there, but there you go. Americans don't care about Ukraine. Americans don't care about global warming. Americans don't care about school shootings more than they care about the money in their pockets. But take hope, Democrats. The Republicans, if they win the majority of the seats, won't have a veto-proof Congress. And so they'll do absolutely nothing like they always do. Yay! So there you go, Democrats, Republicans. You always have to worry about this middle right there, 41%. Probably less by now, but who knows? So you don't have the majority of the population. Democrats, you may have the majority of people that voted for Joe Biden. Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. But they aren't Democrats because now they're voting Republican. Just like they voted for Obama and then turned around and voted for Trump. Okay? Neither of you has a monopoly on the majority. Every election season, you have to convince independents. All right, so you guys have a wonderful day. And again, if not, I hope it gets better. And, spend time with your kids, your family, friends, go hang out, stop hanging out online, get offline and go actually out with them if you can afford it. Okay. And love you guys and thanks for listening. I'll talk to you later. God bless. Bye.